Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the DotaPit League Season number 2, Moscow 5 versus Complexity Gaming, a series that's well underway. We're into our second game already, the draft going on right now. Again, my name is Martin. Joining me today is DotaPit. Greg, how the hell are you?
I'm doing good. All things considered, I'm doing A-okay.
Really?
Yeah.
You're sure about that?
I mean, could be better.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Could be worse though.
It could be. That's true. We couldn't be watching Dota at all. We could be...
Yeah, that would be worse. I could be like, I don't know. What do you do in the fall? I could be carving pumpkins. That's not as fun. Actually, maybe that is kind of fun.
That is fun. What are you talking about? I would much rather be doing that.
Wow.
Not really.
See how it is.
We're here with the DotaPit League Season 2. I would rather be nowhere else right now. Is because we have some great games going on, Moscow 5 and Complexity. Two teams that are duking it out for maybe a potential playoff spot here. Although Complexity looks a lot better in terms of positioning. Moscow 5 are 0-5 in DotaPit League Season 2.
They're having a rough time. There are going to be 14 games total for them to play, but got to get top 4 in the group, so they have to get a move on. Otherwise, they're going to be hard pressed to figure out a way to make the playoffs.
And they got to win some games.
Yeah, they got to win some games.
That's going to be due, considering they've played Virtus Pro, they've played Evil Geniuses, and now they're playing Complexity. They lost every single game between those teams. Complexity Gaming, though, they are going to have a rough time. This game is on Luxembourg. There was some dispute about server issues. But we made it crystal clear to them. The server issues and the server rules are very well set up for that specific reason. So,
I mean, basically, the problem is that from the perspective of Europe, the U.S. is not a very big country. So when you're playing from California to East, they don't really understand that's like a long way, and you still get like 100, over 100 ping on East from West. So playing both games on Lux, it's like over 250 usually. So this is the fairest way, and it's just a consequence of when you have a big online tournament like this, when you have cross-region play, you have to make some sacrifices on the servers. But I think in the end, it's as fair as it gets.
It's literally the fairest it honestly can be.
We talked to a lot of teams about this, a lot of managers, and tried to figure out the best way, and this is what we came up with. So.
Teams with players in US West, which in this situation is all of them for Complexity, this is just how it's going to go. So, honestly, I don't expect to see the best skill from this game because of the ping issues, but at the same time, it's not unheard of to, I think, have a pretty decent game here. So,
I mean, it also should be said that this is pretty much the worst case scenario. Yes. A Russian team versus a US West team, so this is the game where we'll have the biggest ping discrepancy, so it shouldn't be as much of an issue going forward.
Yeah, this honestly shouldn't be this. I mean, you look at EG versus Fnatic, that'll be Lux and East. Or actually, is it both on East, I believe, for that series?
For which game? For Fnatic?
EG Fnatic,
they'll both be on East.
Okay, so. I mean, again, the first way possible because of two.
Western European teams get good ping to...
East, yeah. Oh. It's about the same it's close to West to East in terms of Lux to East. It's very similar, at least, in regards to ping.
It's close. So, moving forward in the draft here, Earthshaker and Puck are picked up for Moscow 5, so they're going to be, again, just looking to play aggressively here, but they just got rolled on in the last game. I mean, they got Leshracked. Moon, I mean, even though Moon missed, like, a bunch of stuns, they still did fine with that lineup. That was a very aggressive draft, and Complexity just seemed to like to apply pressure, kill towers as soon as possible, and use that to try to end the game. And you can't, if you don't draft a lineup around doing that, with good base defense, you just get killed. And Moscow 5 looked like they realized that, so they've got the Earthshaker, and he's some great base defense. I mean, he's as good as it gets, basically.
Yeah, Echo Slam, Fisher, Enchant Totem. His entire kit's pretty good. Moscow 5, they pick a predominantly different draft than what we saw earlier. A lot of that had to do with the Enigma first pick, where you picked up a Silencer, and then the Wraith King pick was questionable at best. Swindle Melons is going to be playing your Templar Assassin, which is very exciting because that's a hero I don't get to see him play too often, but one that I'm sure he's quite good at. But he'll probably be going up against a Puck, which is a pretty classic matchup.
It's a bad matchup for Puck.
It's bad. It's not good.
It's winnable, though. I mean, if you double the wave and get some good nukes off on TA. Yeah. You also rely on rotations pretty heavily in that matchup. But
I mean, you need rotations for this lane to be somewhat successful, like at all. It has to.
Yeah, unless you're playing at a higher level than the person you're laning against, you pretty much just relying on those rotations. But I
5
mean, we have
seconds
seen
remaining.
instances where Pucks have beat TA just by stacking the wave, using the creeps to kill down the refraction charges, and then killing them.
Dire
But
team
it's
pick.
really, really hard to do that.
That's not the easiest thing in the world,
Yeah, I
honestly.
mean, we've seen, like Artor can do that, and S4 has done that before as well. So
It's just a different level of skill that comes down. Moscow 5 have to work very hard. Again, though, if it's Vegas, he definitely has the skill to do so. This is somebody that's been
yeah,
around for
that's
some
true.
time.
Yeah, I mean, Vegas is, he's the V God, man. He's old school Dota 2, and Puck
10
is
seconds
old school Dota
remaining.
2. So
yeah, I
definitely
mean,
matches up.
this could work out well
5
for Moscow
seconds
5. Although,
remaining.
again, this is a pretty good matchup for Swindle if he is going to be playing the Templar Assassin,
Reserve
which is probably the
time.
case. Nature's Prophet might be a Moonmander Nature's Prophet. We'll have to wait and see. They already have a Clockwork, which is probably going to go to the off lane. Core Nature's Prophet, Scarith Mage, and then something else for Complexity. They run this so often. We've talked so often about how Nature's Prophets can be put into any position, any role. We rarely see it in the one position, at least,
Radiant
not
team
since
pick.
TI4 and Vici Game it ran, who knows how often. So this is very good gank potential from Complexity. They have a lot of lockdown, some global presence coming as well. And Clockwork is pretty global considering his hookshot range is freaking insanity, I should say. And
But you just combined infinity and insanity.
I was
You
gonna
know,
say anything, but you call me.
10
I got you,
seconds
dude.
remaining.
No problem.
I've lost it, man.
5
Dude, the good
seconds
news is that
remaining.
there's still 2 more games to go after this one. Oh, no problem.
Dakota's just gonna
Reserve
he's gonna
time.
make me get even worse. Honestly, that guy he's gonna bust up the soundboard, and then I'm gonna be done. Kala guy's just gonna
It's
go
gonna
him.
be over.
It's
It's all ogre now. Phantom Assassin from Moscow 5, and there's their late game. And PA kind of, I always kind of struggle to wrap my head around this hero. It seems like if it's not RTZ playing it, they just straight up lose. I mean, I know that's not true, but in my personal experience, that's always what it seems like
it's
happens.
the
Because
RNG. He gets the RNG no
when
one else
Arthur plays
does.
it, he gets first crit like every single freaking time. It's unbelievable.
It's
He's like
ridiculous.
Bulldog on this hero, man. He's got the RNG button. I imagine it's just a big red button next to his computer, and he just smashes it when he needs a crit.
Give me the crit, Ice Frog. He just hits the button, and there, coup de grace crit, and just somebody dies or something. It's ridiculous.
And it's gonna be blowing this one, so it's gonna be straight up hard carry. Moon gonna be on the Luna
I thought it
actually
was
this time.
that's a
Yeah,
position Furion. I thought for sure that was going to be a carry Furion, knowing that complexity.
but that's how
loves
they
to do
normally
that,
play
but
it. I mean,
yeah,
that's pretty much fits complexities, how they pick. So
well, complexity now they're
Prepare
off
for
to a gritty
battle.
start here, but this can work out pretty effectively. The double mantle build from the Nature's Prophet, I've seen this so very often. Complexity. We'll see how things go here for both squads. So here we go into the game for Moscow 5, your Dire team. They're looking for their first victory in the DotaPit League Season number 2. Tratata or Vegas playing your puck. At the top lane, it is Blow Your Brain on the Phantom Assassin, and King R on your Vengeful Spirit. We'll have PGG down bottom currently on your Earthshaker, and it'll be TPOH or Tron, your Centaur Warrunner. Are you okay to be able to do introductions, or should I do them still?
I am A-okay. What do you just don't believe in me, dude?
No, you were having issues earlier.
All right, well, for complexity, we've got Limp. He's going to be on the Clockwork. Sonomon's on the Templar Assassin. Riser going to be on the Skywrath Mage.
30
Moon Meander going to
seconds
be
to
on the Luna,
battle.
hiding all the way down near the tower. He is already camping out there, and Z-Freak going to be on the Nature's Prophet. And, I wish someone else would come out with a Luna set, because it seems like there's just only one Luna set. Although he is using a different one. All right, I'm an idiot. Never mind.
Yeah, this is not the Blessings of Lucen's
Yeah, this
here
is
set.
not the one that everyone else uses.
The Lucen's here one.
Yeah.
I love that set. That's my favorite set of all time because it's the only set for Luna that I use. So that's
The
why I love it.
battle
But
begins.
no, that is a bit different. I haven't seen this one. It doesn't look that much different from the regular Luna, other than
A little
having
different.
a
It's got the new
shield.
glaive.
Yeah. All right. I guess.
Although I'm playing on potato resolution, so
So you can't really tell, huh?
Yeah, this is basically an 8-bit Luna to me. So
I guess it looks a bit. All right. You know what? I'm wrong. It's different for sure. Moonmander is going to go for Lunar Blessing right now. Unsurprisingly, he will have Riser to give him help, and it's going to be a solo Tron. So I mean, this is a gritty lineup for complexity, but they can get away with it. On the other side of things, for M5, I mean, you could also say this is pretty gritty as well. However, dual support rotation from Tron and or not Tron, rather PGG, as well as King R should be pretty good here. I mean, this is exactly what we need. What we talked about. How Swindle is going to need to stay safe by just avoiding those ganks, but that's going to be difficult, so.
Yeah, absolutely. They did block bottom lane, though. Earthshaker
PGG, what are you
setting
doing,
that one
man?
up, and that helps out the Centaur quite a bit.
Z-Freak is like, I'll just get in some free hits there. Level 1 Fisher does no damage to me, so that's fine. And Vigos is outlaning Swindle, by the way. I guess that's not a big shock because he doesn't have side blades yet. When he gets side blades, that's when you really start going to work. But at this point in time, meanwhile, Z-Freak's coming in. He's going to harass down Vigos. He does have Jaunt. He does have, obviously, the phase shift. But Vigos takes a lot of right-click damage here, and he has to back away. PGG comes in, but he's a bit late to the party. Meanwhile, top lane, Limp is having a pretty good time. They shouldn't be able to kill him unless King R catches him out with the magic missile, and he's looking for it now. He's sitting behind this nice sign, but Limp
Yeah,
is...
this is pretty difficult. I mean, with Battery Assault, Phantom Assassin's not really going to be able to hit him that much. Cog's going to make it harder to get close to him. Obviously, he does have the Phantom Strike, but I don't think he should die. Limp should be just fine in this lane.
PGG just counter-warded. The map is dark with the exception of this blocked camp here, which I'm sure PGG will counter-ward in a moment. Or he could just send himself mid and try to go for Swindle yet again. Yes. And now, with your side blade, Swindle should have a better time. However, as long as Vigos plays this right and he avoids a lot of the damage, he should be okay. Meanwhile, Riser's zoning out Tron, who does pick up the double damage here in this bottom lane, the bottom rune spot. Moon is sitting at 8 last hit, so he's doing okay. But
you know, this mid lane, going there with Vigos, it gets worse, though, I have to say. I mean, it starts out okay, and then it gets much worse once
you
the
see those side blades?
Gets leveled up. Yeah, that's the issue.
That's the
once
problem.
Refraction is leveled up,
look at that.
Oh my, he actually almost just died.
It's glorious.
This is the issue. Level like 1 to 3, it's actually a puck favored matchup, in my opinion, and then after that it just becomes like unwinnable.
You're just like, I'm dying to side blades. That's
yeah,
fun.
you're like, I'm actually just dead. You know, I am
the
dead.
right click kills you. Clockwork might get caught out. The roaming from PGG. Slow. Blow Your Brain jumps in as well. Limp should go down to the first blood. Magic Missile. Blow Your Brain taking a bit of damage here. Limp trying to escape, but it looks like the Cogs will catch King R, and he'll try to juke his way out of there. Yeah, I think he popped a salve. He's going to try to stick up and maybe die to the tower. He actually might make it out alive. They're going to try to block him by going PGG to the low ground here. Limp is...
PG has no Fisher for quite a while.
Yeah, he's actually out of mana. Oh, he almost cogged him up to the
amazing.
cliff. Now PGG's body blocking him. Meanwhile, there's the orb coming through, and Limp's like, please, can you just let me live? Come on. And one more right click should do the job. He's not dead yet, but here comes the dagger. That's first blood to Blow Your Brain, as easy as it's going to be.
First
I think
blood.
He wasted a lot of time.
That's pretty worth it, yeah. Like, he rotated 4 heroes to the lane. They ran around after him for like 2 minutes. Like, that's as far as first bloods go. That's pretty good. And now Templar Assassin is able to catch up in this mid lane quite a bit, and this is when this matchup does turn around a bit, barring any major rotations. Those could definitely throw a wrench in the works.
Yeah, but right now Swindle is catching up. He's actually only 1 CS behind, so he's done a nice job. Vigos does pick up the bounty runes. So you look at the rune control right now, and M5 I have got it going their way. Haste rune, that's actually just frightening. Tron is not going to find Z-Freak, luckily, because he's back home. And dual nulls are now completed, and he has a TP scroll as well. Meanwhile, Riser, Ancient Seal, Concussive Shot might go, but he realizes he has the haste rune, and Moon's like, I can help you out, man, but I don't know if I can really do much in this situation. And this is going to be a complete opposite of the last game, I feel like. You know, Moon's going to farm up for some time until he gets to what LD calls him as Godzilla Luna. And then at some point, they'll probably make their way towards, you know, taking some objectives. But until that point happens, I think it really comes down to Limp hitting hook shots and Swindle rotating to get ganks, as well as the rotations from the Nature's Prophet as well. So.
Yeah, and continuing on forward here, this is a much different lineup from Complexity than we're used to seeing. So I'm interested to see how they scale into the later parts of the game. They don't, I mean, they can still push towers with, you know, Luna and Nature's Prophet, but there's not a Jakiro, you know, that we're so used to seeing. There's not a Leshrac like the last game, so a little bit more of a farm-oriented game from Complexity. And I mean, I think it should be fine here, but PA is a monster in the late game, so
Dire's
they are
bottom
going to have to
tower
be
is under attack.
careful to slide into their window there. I think, you know, it depends on the build Moon goes. You can go for like the ultra farm build. Oh, bottom lane though.
PGG getting silenced up. The TP coming in. That'll be from Z-Freak. They're looking to right-click down. Z-Freak trying to find somebody. Sprouts up on Vegas. Make sure he can't get forward now. Stomp up. Tron in trouble. They do stomp on Moonmander. There's the Wave of Terror. Meanwhile, the Dream Coil. PGG gonna fall. Magic Missile. They will pick up Moon. Z-Freak makes some trance now. Vegas is doing some work here. Z-Freak is gonna TP away. A 2-for-2 exchange. That should have been a lot worse for Complexity as they rotate 4 heroes over instead of the 3 that Complexity have in that fight.
Yeah, I mean, Swindelmon's not coming to that fight again, and they do okay. So that's everything is going okay for Complexity. I mean, trading kills like that is just fine if you're Templar Assassins farming. They are going to have to address this PA sooner rather than later, who is farming really well with a Bracer already and Bassi as well as Treads. So
it's going to be tough. I think if you get the Clockwork, Riser, speaking of Clockwork, or rather Riser, Trotsup's not getting caught out. TP coming in, Fisher block, and they won't TP further with the Furion. Tron does TP in, but that's just a forced rotation that doesn't need to be there. And that's actually just a really good job from Z-Free, canceling his teleportation animations, so he will stay back towards the jungle and continue to farm, whereas Tron has to walk all the way back bottom to be able to get involved. The thing is for Tron also, he's nowhere near a Blink Dagger, not even his Tranquils, in fact, as well. So it's getting a bit rough. Top lane, though. Fisher misses. Blow Your Brain getting caught out. Right click coming in. Battery Assault going through. Should be enough to get this kill. And Blow Your Brain does fall. There it is. They address the PA problem, like you mentioned. She's dead.
Yep. And oh god, now not only do I have a potato problem, but also a dog problem.
This is not your day to cast, man. I'll tell you what.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Okay, I don't know what his problem is, but they killed a PA and they just need to keep doing this a couple times and clear out some space for Moon to be able to find a timing here to really be powerful. So things seem to be going okay though. I mean, again, they just need some time here. With Swindelmon's going to be going for most likely a drum. Z-Freak, 2 nulls. He's going to be going for that heavy damage build, and space is being created for sure for Complexity.
Meanwhile, Vegas almost dying. Swindle, the phase shift. He does get out with the jaunt coming through, and he will bottle up. Swindle's going too far, and there's the Dream Coil. TP rotation from King R. He's going to try to TP out. Magic Missile. He doesn't have it. He didn't use it. Why did King R not Magic Missile there?
Tower is under attack.
You gotta wonder. TP down bottom. Tier 1 tower is going to be taken. Looks going to be popped real quick. Tron might get forward to try to deny this tower, but decides against it. Vegas does pick up a Bounty Rune. He'll bottle up as well. He is alone.
Has fallen.
They could stampede here, but this is dangerous. There's no Dream Coil, by the way. He just used it. There's no reason for Vegas to come in and fight this at all. So he backs away and says, I don't think so. I'm done here. I don't need to do anything. We're back.
Yeah, and tower down. So, I mean, this game, nothing very exciting happening, to be honest. I mean, PGG is doing okay on his rotations, but he's not having as big of an impact as you really like to see from the Earthshaker 0-1 and 2. But there's just not a lot of kills on the map, so
Riser, no Ancient Seal coming out. Waiting Rift does go. He does get the Ancient Seal off, but they don't have the damage to get the kill. He will fall, and
if he had gotten an Ursa Clap there,
no,
if he had gotten an Ursa Clap, he probably would have killed him, yeah.
Yeah, but that's unfortunately not so lucky coming out for Z-Freak and Complexity. They lose Riser. Game's a bit closer than it was the first game, but you look at the net worth chart. Top is Moonmander, then followed by Puck, as well as the TA, about second, tied for second, or not TA, rather Puck and the PA. Let's get it confused the hell. I mean, PGG getting concussive shotted. Right clicks coming in, nice enchant totem. Not enough damage to kill him. Centaur Stampede being used. Swindle getting crit coming in. Meanwhile, there's going to be a Magic Missile. Meld Strike not going to go.
Denied.
There's Sentry.
Phase shift and hook shot in coming from Limp. Nicely done.
What a player.
Shoots the J. Limp getting it done. Nice play coming out. Wave of Terror coming in, but here comes Tron as well as the rest of the squad of M5. Moonmander has to back away. Battery Assault. Right click. Arcane Bolt. Moon's about to fall. Double Edge coming in. Tron does go down. It's a 2-for-2 bloodbath. Now 3-for-2. They're right-clicking PGG with Z-Freak. He is one of the only ones alive. Swindle could try to TP back in. It looks like he will. Magic Missile, but Z-Freak should fall here. There's good with the Phantom Strike as well. Z-Freak getting low. Nice sprout, but not enough to keep him alive. PGG getting Meld Struck, and as well as right-click should go down. No low strike miss. Blow Your Brain going to go back to the high ground with help of King R. They're still chasing him down, but Blow Your Brain should survive just fine. 3-for-3 engage. And I don't know who that favors. I think it favors M5 because Blow Your Brain lives through the entire thing and picks up a full drum when it's all said and done. So,
if PA is living through fights, M5, I mean, if they lose 4 heroes, it's not great. But for the most part, if PA is living through fights, then they're in good shape because, you know, he's just going to be such a monster. And he is a little bit ahead of the Luna, so completed drums there and no drums for Moon. But they're applying much more pressure on the map with the Nature's Prophet, the Lunar Blessing. Complexity have the active role at the moment, and M5 just have to try to set up situations where they can do okay. But, I mean, this Centaur is super behind here. No blink or anything. Puck is...
Tower's about to fall to the trance and Will. Tron coming in. Stamp coming in on Will. Moonmaker getting caught out. Mystic Flare onto 2. Beautifully done with that Sprout. They catch 1. They catch 2. Hook shot in from left now. The Battery Assault. Blow Your Brain getting low as well. Arcane Bolt flying. You can see the Cogs doing some work as well. Sprout goes into Blow Your Brain, but he immediately jumps away. The Side Trap. Another one going for Swindle. He blows it up. Arcane Bolt should finish the job. The Stick Up. Swindle diving deep for this one. There's going to be a nice use of the Stifling Dagger. Another meld coming in. They cannot get the kill on Blow. The Flare! Oh my god, 4 HP coming out from the Phantom Assassin. Unbelievable. Stays alive. Whew.
Wow. Blow Your Brain is like, woo, I'm the best. What's up, guys? That's when you just, you know, I'm the
Dire's
best.
middle tower is under attack.
I'm so good at this game. You're just screaming that in your team chat. It's great.
Yeah, well, he's alive, so... I mean, they're losing towers, they're losing map
Dire's
control, but this
middle
is to be
tower
expected.
is under
And
attack.
honestly, they are controlling the bleeding pretty well here. I mean, they're not losing Blow that much. They're getting pick-off kills in return. It's not like they're just crumbling like last game. And as long as that happens, they should be okay. Nature's Prophet has gone Null Buckler. Interesting build here. I guess this is going to be Crimson Guard? I don't know. I mean, I guess he could be the mech carrier, but that seems...
The utility Nature's Prophet.
I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, the battle Prophet would be a thing.
I'm totally down with that. Swindle's getting ganked in the mid
attack.
lane, and he doesn't even know it yet. Smoke coming through. Vigas is going to jump in with Splink Dagger, Silence, whatever, but Swindle actually just goes to the top rune spot, luckily. Doesn't see it, and then he's going to run right back into certain death. However, he does have his drums at the very least, so that's nice.
Yeah, Swindle's doing okay.
Oh, he's
Pocket's
getting a
fallen
TP
off
in
a
from
bit.
Limp. Limp actually might
Tower
help
is
him out
under
here.
attack.
Hook shot in. It's going to be on PGG. The silence onto Swindle. They get onto 2 with the Cogs. PGG is low as hell. They will finally get Swindle, though. King R about to fall. There's the Eclipse. Blow Your Brain.
Boy.
Double kill for Moon Meander. They blow them all up. Trot-ta-ta. Vegas is going to make it away. Ancient Seal is up in 1 second. Concussive in 4.
Dire's top tower
Phase
is under
shift
attack.
jaunts away. Actually blinks away. And now they will take the tier 2 tower on top of it all. Swindle for 3, he'll take that for every day of the week. He gets 1,000 gold going to his team. However, he loses 269, so it could be better.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And they're going to lose another tier 2 here, it seems like. Maybe not. Earthshaker does
Dire's
have
middle
Echo, but he is
tower is
very
under
far away.
attack.
They're
That
actually
looks
going
like
to head top.
Complexity are afraid. Yeah,
They
they're
want
going
this
to...
tier 1 tower, and they're going to
This
get
is
it.
smart. I mean, seeing as the tower is basically dead.
It's dead.
Dire's top
And
tower
Z-Freak,
has
we'll see.
fallen.
I mean, is it a Vanguard?
Dire's
Nope.
middle
It is a
tower
mech
is under
coming out
attack.
from Z-Freak, and he actually has it pretty much in this creep wave, I'd say. So the Battle
Bottom lane.
Prophet now is
There's some aggression here on the Centaur, but I think
Bronze
it's
fine. Melt Strike comes in. It does some decent damage, but he's actually just going to make it out.
Just
He
flying
is
across the
14
map.
minutes in, and he does not have his Blink Dagger. It's a bit rough.
Yep, that's definitely rough. I mean, the good news is that they have puck initiation, so it's not like the end of the world or anything, but it's certainly annoying. Vigos looks like he's probably going to be going for a Yule's next. There's a very small chance that this is a sheep, but that seems ill-advised at this point, so most likely a Yule. Swindlemons.
He's going to die again.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's dead.
He's had a rough couple of minutes here. Meld, hook shot
Alright,
in.
he's
Limp
alive.
misses, actually. Meanwhile, King R pops the magic missile, and he will go down.
Within
It did have the sentry ward there, and now up, out, question mark. Limp throws the flare, another TP coming in. This will be from Moon. They
Well-
jaunt away with Vigos.
I think King R just might have thrown that a little bit. Swap out of Cogs so they can't actually kill him.
Blink forward, Moonmander getting caught out. Cogs are about to go. Moonmander in some trouble. Not dead yet. There's going to be the Ancient Seal. Mystic Flare blows up King R. Blow Your Brain, he's low. Battery Salt, Limp gets it. Blow Your Brain's going to fall. Double kill for Limp. Wow, big plays. And they got Vigos in the back end of that. Z-Free killed
Again,
Pug.
man, this comes back to those rotations from Complexity.
Dire's top tower
They've gotten
is under
so good at
attack.
these, and it's such a huge difference when, you know, they're trying to play aggressive like this, and Moscow 5 is putting pressure on you, trying to get pickoffs to stop you from pushing, and you just commit your whole team down there, and they're able to turn the fight around. I don't know. It's just, it seems like an obvious thing to do, but a lot of teams are having issues with it. So good play
Dire's
so far
bottom
from
tower is
Complexity.
under
I mean,
attack.
Swindlemons is having a rough time, but beyond that, Z-Freak is doing well. He has the mechanism. Riser is a little poor. Moon Meander is farming acceptably with 2,400 gold in the bank right now. So it's just a waiting game, at this moment. And if Complexity can't do something here in the next like 15 minutes, then I think PA will just become so large that they can't really deal with him. The good news is that they do have a Prophet on their team, and the reason that's good news is that's a really, really good Hex carrier, and Hex is amazing against PA.
Sprout. There it goes.
Oh boy.
CP. Yeah, he'll make it out. But how many times have we seen...
They really need an X. That should be like the next
Radiant's
thing
middle
on the list
tower
here.
Yeah, but how many
under
times have we
attack.
seen Tron just have to TP out when he's in a bad
Yeah.
situation? Like, that's twice now, I think. And with Limp there, that's a kill they easily get for sure, but he's nowhere near the engagement, so they can't get a kill. I agree with you. I think PA is going to be an issue, but I also fear for M5 when Moon gets big. I mean, he's already got 2.8k
Radiant's
gold in the
bottom
bank.
tower is under attack.
He just needs a couple of ancient stacks and a couple more fights, and all of a sudden he's a big force to deal with. Swindle, obviously, like you talked about, has had a rough time, and that's not necessarily his fault. I mean, but by him having a rough time, he's also giving his team a great time. They're getting plenty of kills, and they're just working real hard. So, Lucent Beam onto Trotata, or Vigas rather, and he does back away. They won't get that kill. Meanwhile, Tron's looking to jump in, but he has no Blink Dagger, so by jump, I mean walk slowly towards Moon Meander and then hit him. And it looks
Moon
like they
needs,
might catch him.
Okay,
Hook
Moon's
shot
gonna
in.
be- Oh
Limp.
boy.
Tron in.
Got
Some
him.
trouble. Stomp's going to go. Barely. Double Edge not able to get off, and Limp gets the kill. I don't know what Tron was doing there. He doesn't have a Blink Dagger, and now he's only further away. It's 17 minutes. He's going to have a Blink at 20. And that's
He's
just
0-4
awful.
and 3.
That's just so bad for Tron in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big part of the initiation. It lets them do something else besides puck ulti with engage. So they just need to find him some room. And Swindlemons, is he going to be going for Yasha? Yes. So this is the this is kind of the NA Dota build. Phase Yasha.
It really
Although I
is.
guess a lot of people like treads, but I think this is I would call this the NA Dota build.
By the way, ping issues abound. Complexity is by far and ahead. 200 up. They're about like 200, 250, whereas M5 are sitting at a cool 150 in ping. For any of those that were wondering, I decided to check in the meantime. So,
Seems about right.
that seems exactly where it should be. So,
From the goddess.
definitely not easy to play from Los Angeles onto Luxembourg, nor is it easy to play from Russia onto US East. So,
Yeah. Tough. But teams are dealing with it. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Limp.
and this is.
Oh,
I think
thought
maybe a
just heard
blink
the
came
hook
out.
shot.
Yeah,
Where'd he
Vigas
go?
blinked.
Yeah.
He knew it was coming. It looks like so. Limp has been hitting some really good hook shots. I mean, that's one of the first misses I've seen of him. He also has
Radiant's
decided to
middle
go for
tower
the
is
force
under
staff.
attack.
Usually when we see people like IXMake play this hero, they rush Blade Mail and then get either a force or an Aghanims. But Limp picks up the force staff first, which I think is a better choice up against the Centaur, up against the PA.
Yeah, well, the idea, I think, is he can hook shot in, battery assault for a little bit, and then peace out when he catches the PA in there so he doesn't just get critted and die.
No, that would be that's inadvisable.
Yeah, that's when you something you're trying to avoid is getting stuck in a 1v1 against a PA.
Same with like the Lifestealer. We talk so often about a Lifestealer and a Clockwork and a Cogs together. It's a similar sort of thought process coming through.
Yeah,
from Limp,
exactly.
so. Limp is going to TP to the top lane, and Z-Freak's going to go up there as well. They are really committing a lot to stop Tron, and they're going to stop Tron for sure. Hookshot should be ready in a couple of seconds here, and it's going to connect onto Tron. There's the Cogs again, and Tron's like, you've got to be freaking kidding me, man. They don't even need Z-Freak, who's, by the way, stuck in the trees. He actually has no
Radiant's
mana
bottom
to keep
tower is under
experience.
attack.
Well played, Z-Freak. He finally gets out of there. He has no mana to TP away, but whatever.
Fine,
So
they're
Limp
just gonna
gets a
keep
solo
pushing up the
kill.
lanes. And taking a quick look at the graph here, it's actually really ugly for M5. And I mean, PGG, I think a lot of it comes down to was just not very successful with his rotations, didn't make the impact on the lanes that he maybe should have in the early game with the Venge as well. I mean, that's a really strong little duo there to be able to get some more kills on Moon, who's only died twice and now has a BKB.
BKB treads a kill drum 20 minutes in. Pretty solid start for Moon Meander.
Yeah, no Helm yet, but if he wants this game to go longer, I expect he'll probably pick one up.
I think he needs one. If you don't go Midas, you
Radiant's
go for
middle
home.
tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I do not like Minus on Luna.
No,
at all.
either do I, but At the same time, I imagine he will pick up.
I mean, I imagine
you're gonna have to
probably,
get a satanic.
I'm sure it's happened.
What, Midas on Luna?
Yeah, Midas on Luna.
That was a thing for a while, you know.
Yeah, I don't like that build.
No, I don't like it either, but
Trottotan needs to be a little careful here, although with the Yules he should be fine.
hook shot misses from Limp. Meanwhile, Bishop goes Ancient Seal. Nice Yule Scepter catching him out. There's the Sprout, misses Mystic Flare. Blows him up, actually. I don't know what he died to there. He took one hit of the Mystic Flare and then died. Half health still before he died.
Come to me.
That was
I'm gonna
very
chalk
strange.
that one up to server lag.
I
don't know what happened there because he was at like quarter HP and then he just died.
And then he just died. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Well, Complexity get a freebie or
Dire's
something.
bottom
And they're going to
tower
push
is
down the
under
tier 2
attack.
tower. Glyph is
Dire's
going to get popped. They're
structures
trying to
are
make space here for
fortified.
the Phantom Assassin. Blowy Brain, we haven't really looked at him in a while.
Radiant's top tower
And
is
his
under
BKB
attack.
will bit more late than the Luna's, so Luna definitely
Dire's
ahead.
bottom
Pia
tower
is at level
has
13
fallen.
though. What about Moon? He's level 13 as well. It's a very close game when it comes
Moon
down
has
to the
a lot.
cores.
Do it.
Moon has a lot more farm though.
Blow Your Brain getting loose and beamed. We'll back away. Just Phantom Strikes over to King R and
Yeah, a little bit ago, Blow was doing better than Moon, but once you get points in glaives, you can obviously farm a lot faster, so Moon is caught up, and he is going to be going for the Helm next, so no surprises there. And,
PGG and Riser were right next to each other. Meanwhile, Swindle getting caught out. Melt Strike's going to go. He will stay alive, but
Rip.
Hookshot came in. Swindle's going to try to see. That's not your best. That's not your best play there, buddy.
Yeah, that was not a good engagement. Even if Limp had not missed that hook shot, I think that would have been pretty ugly, to be honest.
They rotated every single hero over, whereas
Yeah, I mean, I guess he could have locked him in there and then force-staffed out, and they maybe would have lived, but that's pretty high-risk play at that point.
I definitely like a PA with a BKB a lot more than I like the Luna with PA or Luna with BKB at this point because PA has
Really?
the crit built in, and you can
Yeah,
just
but
kind of man up.
he has Eclipse, dude.
Yeah, but Eclipse really comes down to positioning, I think, if you're Moscow 5. And they've done a nice job of avoiding Eclipses for the most part, so...
I mean, the biggest thing is that PA basically just needs to have the supports carve the fight in a way that she can do her thing, basically. And if the supports just randomly died over, oh my god, Blow is actually almost dead. Maybe he got hit by
CT.
Nature's Wrath. Fuck.
Maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Nice eating of the tree there.
Dire's
Kinger comes
top
in. Tron's here
tower
as
is
well.
under
Tron finally
attack.
finished up his Blink Tagger, by the way, and Seafreak is going to
See.
fall.
The forest.
Hookshot comes in. They
Lamb.
will catch out Vigas. Lucent Beam going through. He'll jaunt away.
That's
No Ancient
brutal.
Seal to follow up with Riser,
Dire's
but they
top
are
tower
putting pressure
is
on the tier
under
2
attack.
tower. So there is always that. But not the best fight for Complexity there. They actually
Yeah.
lose a bit of gold, and a lot of gold goes to M5.
A little bit sloppy there, but they are still doing fine. I mean, Moon still has not used the BKB, but now slowly M5 are trying to find their way back into this one. Gold lead is now over 10k, but starting to curve down in the other direction. PA has that BKB like we mentioned, so there's definitely a lot of potential here for M5. I mean, this PA is only going to get stronger and stronger for quite a while. Luna will top out a bit before, I think, and in a 1v1 fight, PA just pretty much wrecks everyone, so... The good thing about Luna is that if they win a fight, they can just instantly kill like all the buildings. So that's the upside there for Complexity.
I mean, Blow is going in way too deep. Ancient Seal comes in. Hookshot is, what are you doing, Blow? You have no help there. Even if you try to Phantom Strike over to Vigas, that was a throwy-ass play if I've ever seen one, man. There's no reason for him to be there. But Vigas is going to come in and try to contest this Roshan. Well, jaunts away. Wave of Terror goes through. They know that this is happening. I don't think that Complexity really minds. Tron is going to try to do the same thing he did in game number 1 without much success. This time he actually might have success.
Way too early, I think.
I think that might have been too early, I agree. Vigas might jaunt into the pit. He doesn't. He face shifts instead. There's the ultimate coming out. Moon with the double kill. They blow everybody up. The side trap goes. PGG is going to try to TP out. And it looks like he will make it out. No losing beam from Moon. Was just barely a second too late. Lip is running at the Vigas right now. He does blink away. Oh,
And-
poor staff. And he's just going to jaunt away.
Dire's middle
All
tower
right, well-
is under attack.
I mean, that was pretty much a disaster.
Rock it on.
Hook shot! Oh, Limp!
God.
He shoots the J. My God. He saw the.
Dire's
I didn't know
middle
where the
tower
flare was
has
going, and then I
fallen.
saw it went right over Vigas, and Vigas had that look in his eye for like a second. He's like, "Oh shit, I might be dead," and then he died.
Yeah, this is the upside though of M5's lineup. They have really, really good base defense, and with PGG is getting so close to a Blink Dagger, all he needs to do is hold out here for a couple hundred more gold, and the base defense for M5 gets way better with the Blink Echo Slam. So if they can make it that far, then I think it is going to be pretty difficult for Complexity to make it into the base. I mean, the downside is that as soon as the BKB is done on Swindle Melons, I think they should just be able to kind of wander up the hill, but you know, maybe at that point PA has enough farm to be able to hold him off. So M5 are kind of on a tightrope right now. It's really
Dire's
close.
top tower is under
Necro 3
attack.
is almost done. By almost, I mean it is done.
Is mine.
There's the BKB like you were talking about for Swindle Melons. So
Oh boy, I didn't know it was done already. That's
yeah,
not good.
it's 25 minutes in now, and it's time to go. I think Swindle should heal up at least. He's gonna get the 26-minute rune. He'll heal up with that, and then they can start going either down mid or down top. Down bottom. They already have Z-Freak pushing the bottom lane. They've done a nice job of pressuring all over the map, making sure everything's pushed out. Moon is farming the jungle rather effectively. He has a Yasha now. I think he would like to have a Manta before he really pushes in, but at this point, I don't know if you can, if beggars can be choosers, so.
Yeah, that's
Radiant's
true.
top
I don't
tower
know.
is
So
under
far, this
attack.
game feels like M5 have just been kind of sitting back and only fighting when Complexity brings them the fight. And I think when you have the, I mean, they have had some good initiations with the Puck. That's sort of been the exception. Puck has gone aggressive a couple times, but I feel like, you know, with the Centaur
Radiant's
just
top
being so
tower is
behind,
under attack.
they hadn't really had an opportunity to capitalize with the Venge, you know, Venge, Earthshaker, Centaur. Like those are three heroes that together can pretty much kill anyone. So I don't know. I mean, M5, because they have the PA, they still have a very good chance, but they just need to play this game perfectly. But top lane, they are going to kill Z-Freak. No way. Oh, all right, they're backing up. They're afraid of Limp.
Limp's coming in. He doesn't have an Aghanim yet. Tron's trying to avoid it, but, well, that's unfortunate. You're a pretty big
God.
target, my friend. He gets caught out with the hook shot, and he will fall. 45
This
seconds
is a
down.
rough game for Tron.
In her
I don't think I've ever seen a Centaur, with the exception of Ix, like have this rough of a game. So,
Yeah. IX Mike has definitely had similar games.
condolences to both of them.
Yeah, but this is really rough, honestly, for the Centaur.
Dire's
Even
top tower
considering
is
the fact
under
he's
attack.
1-7, somehow almost has a 4-staff. That's pretty good.
Dire's top
I mean,
tower
it
has
certainly could be
fallen.
worse, but it could also be way better. So
It also could not be 1-7, so.
that's the trade-off,
Oh,
man.
God.
Radiant's bottom tower
Level
is
3
under
Wrath of
attack.
Nature, by the way. That's King R gets taken down to a 3/4 of his HP. Tier 3 tower taking a lick in here. There still is the Sages on Templar Assassin. They don't have nearly every hero here. There will be a TP coming in from Below Your Brain, and PGG is smoked up. The Blink Dagger's there, man. They're going to try to take
Yeah,
a
this is
fight
it.
outside
I
the
mean,
base, but
The Earthshaker is an
Blow-
extremely powerful support if you use it correctly, and
Limp
PGG
has
is
an
gonna have
Ags,
an
though,
opportunity
man.
here.
Limp just got an Ags. That's
And
frightening.
it's off.
That doesn't really matter for
Eh?
Earthshaker, though. For Earthshaker,
I
he's
know,
like,
for Earthshaker it doesn't,
they
but,
just,
like,
if Earthshaker just wants one big fight where he kills everyone.
I don't know if that's going to happen, though.
I mean, it might not. It probably won't, but it's their only shot, really. Mask of Madness on the
Invisibility.
PA. Holy crap, that's all in.
Yeah, they really.
I mean, it lets you farm faster, but if you get caught in the wrong way in a fight,
You're
oh
dead.
my god, yeah, you're so dead.
Blow's already had issues fighting in the a bad spot, bad positioning. So I'm concerned for Moscow 5. This could be their 6th loss in the DotaPit. That's not the way they
and
want to start.
then they're in a really tough position if that's the case.
You
so.
talked about Hex 2, and Z-Freak is building it now. That
I mean,
could be
it's
huge.
he's waited till after the Necro, which is fine. Just again, Complexity likes applying pressure, but that Hex is going to be backbreaking for Puck, for PA. There's just a lot of great targets, and God, Moon Meander's building a Sanjin Yasha at 29 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even a Manta, huh?
Yeah, I'm not. That's
That's not great.
it's not my favorite item decision in the
No.
world, but continuing forward, Vigos. The next problem is that there's a lot of good answers to him. You know, even though he has the blink, he has the Yules. There's a couple stuns, a ton of physical damage from Swindlemons, the silence. So if he missteps at all, or if he has to Yule someone on the side of Complexity, it's really easy for him to just die. So Vigos is just having to play really careful here, and you know, even though Puck is super elusive, you just don't have the YOLO opportunity, you usually do on pucks. So.
Well, I feel like the Roshan did go down. The Aegis did despawn. It was recollected. So Complexity have some
Jesus,
more room
dude.
to work with. M5 have some more room to
Swindelmon's
work
gonna
with.
have so much damage in the next fight. Oh boy.
They need an Ancient Seal. Phase Shift.
It's gonna be close.
Blink. Can't blink. Dead. Blow your brain. BKB's up. This is a man fight. Mask of Mattis is doing some work. Swindle's just trying to chase him down.
Yeah,
That
Swindle
BKB
wants
duration
to
is
play.
almost done. Big Fisher, but Swindle did BKB. Now he Phantom Strikes to the low ground. That Mask of Mattis actually did some serious work, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, in that situation, it's great. If you're not getting CC'd, you're not getting hit, it's an amazing item for him. But
Hello?
yeah, my server is also dropping.
Oh, no.
Boy.
Please. 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 All right, hold on. I'm swapping.
Well, that's not great.
It's definitely not. We are having some issues currently. I put it up at the AFK screen.
Yep. So we will.
We might have to load, I think.
Yeah.
I guess worse things could happen, but we will miss that fight. I guess. We'll
I
try
mean,
to
I assume
reconnect.
everyone just crashed.
I
The
would
server
imagine.
server just blew up. Both my computers DC'd.
All right. Well, I don't know what happened there, but
Try to get back.
that
in the
ain't
game.
on me, man. That's not a me issue. That's a Valve issue. If there's anything else, but well, we've got a second, guys. I will vie for the DotaPit League ticket for Season 2. It is currently on the screen, $9.99. Gets you this beautiful Lich set. And if I look at it, the Sorcerer of the Black Pool set for Lich. Great stuff there. Again, big shout out to our sponsors, Sapphire, AMD, Twitch, Tessero, and Sennheiser. And I'm loading in, man. It's not working out in my favor.
Yeah, we're talking to the admins right now.
What are they saying? Well, I don't know if you want to message me. That's probably a better idea. But
Well, we're probably just gonna have to load.
all right. Well, rip.
Oh, I'm back in. Never mind, we're good.
Oh, okay. I'm loading in currently. I'm still at the loading screen. Which, by the way, I have the Juggernaut with the thumbs up and the Wind Ranger one. It's a great loading screen.
No, I'm not familiar with that one.
Oh, you're a scrub then.
I just have way too many. I have way too many loading screens to keep track of them all.
Oh my
put 'em on
God! Wow,
rotation.
Greg, you're so rich and so wealthy.
Well, I just like, I like when I see them and they're different,
I mean, I have some as well. So, but again, we were very close, I think, to reaching the climax of that game, which is, of course, was the second game of our second series. Keep in mind, we do have 3 series today. After this series is completed, and Greg will step out, Coddle Guy will step in, and we'll have EG versus Fnatic to round things out. I don't know when that's going to happen because we might have. I'm still loading in, man. I'm having some issues.
Well, Moon Meander's back in. All the players are back in.
Oh, no. No. Don't start, please. I'm trying to get in, dude.
Yeah, I'm advocating for you.
I don't know how much. I might just have to disconnect. Let's do that and then reconnect. Let's see if that worked.
You're in?
No, I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Oh boy.
Oh, I think I might be in. And boom, shakalako. We're Gucci.
All right, let's go. Back underway, and
We didn't miss anything.
yeah, Z Freak did ask for 100 gold to be transferred into his account as he missed a spawn because of that DC, but I told him tough luck.
Wait, really? Oh,
He was joke. I think it was. It's called a joke mod. You might have heard
I didn't
of
know
it.
what you were talking about for a second. I was like, what are you... What is actually happening to my camera? Okay, my camera's all
stuck?
over the damn place. Try double-clicking on a portrait and see what happens.
Yeah, no, fine for me, dude. No problems here.
All right, I'm having issues, man. I lost.
If you just want to go with the big old DC and Reese, that might be the best solution to that
No,
one.
I think I'm okay. I don't need to
Okay.
use that. It's okay. It's just it's nice to have. I'm on CS for whatever reason, but it's okay. We're good. 31 minutes in, we're back into it. This is
Moon
not
Meander.
this is not a me issue. It's a Valve issue.
I mean, it sounds like a you issue.
Shut up.
Moon Meander leading the charge in terms of net worth, and Swindlemon's is not far behind him. He looks like he's going to be going for an MKB. That'll help deal with the PA, so I like that choice quite a bit. It also makes the Mask of Madness much worse now that you don't get the Blurch evasion chance, and he's just going to get slammed by that TA if the positioning is not perfect.
He has it. It's flying out to him now, by the way, in case you were wondering, at 32 minutes in. Meanwhile, Tron is sitting in a very precarious
Radiant's
position.
bottom tower is
Oh,
under attack.
Tron? Okay, he forced himself out. He's actually probably fine. But they're all rotating. Oh, God, this is really bad. Limp hook shots in on to blow your brain. BKB's going to go. Limp might need to force out.
Boy.
Oh, the Phantom Strike! Meanwhile, they will get out in
Radiant's
terms of
bottom
Tron.
tower
TP coming
has
out from
fallen.
blow your brain. He will make it away as well. However, they do lose PGG, and now it's time to go up in this top lane. Swindle does not pop the BKB, nor does Moonmander. They've got the MKB, which, by the way, doesn't work on buildings, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, and it's also going to do... What it does work on, though, is the PA. And
That's
PA
the most
is going
Radiant's
to
important
get
bottom tower is under
owned
attack.
by this thing, and
Dire's
Tron's trying to set up a
structures
good
are
initiation
fortified.
here. Maybe there's an opportunity.
he's
Blow,
actually
BKB's
dead.
on cooldown.
Oh, he's not dead. Oh, he's dead.
Dire's
He got
top
swapped and then
barracks
died.
are under attack.
Died on the temple.
Jaunts
Radiant's
away. This is going to be a
bottom
set of
tower
racks.
is
Moonmeander is
Dire's
destroying
top
this.
barracks has
Well,
fallen.
with no BKB up for blow, they can't do
Dire's top
anything.
They
barracks
cannot fight
has
without
fallen.
that. It's down for another 30 seconds.
way.
And set of
They'll
racks
get
now going for
destroyed.
complexity. Phantom Strike, or rather Stifling Dagger onto Moonmeander, and he'll have to back away.
Do it with flair.
Limp has a gem. Limp has been my MVP of this game, I think. He's created
Yep.
so much
He's been
space
playing well.
for complexity in this game. It's been unbelievable. And now they're going to head towards the mid lane. I mean, you can go back to Roshan, which is actually not up yet, but...
There it is. And
yep.
they've got a trap in there, so they know that.
And now
sure they will
PGG's
be-
around. He's like, hey, guys, this is happening. We don't have Tron, but maybe we could take this. So I don't know. I feel like if complexity
If
taking
they lose
ages...
the fight there, though,
yeah,
if
it's
they lose
it's
the fight in
over.
the pit, the game's over.
It's
But on the
over.
other hand, if Complexity get the Aegis, the game might also be over. So.
That's the thing. I mean, if you
Blessings upon a
if you
loyal
lose the Aegis,
warrior.
game over. If you lose the fight, game over. I feel like M5 have to make something happen. They have to make it now.
Radiant's
Z-Freak,
courier
they actually
has
get the
been
Radiant Courier,
deployed.
but luckily Z-Freak got the Hex up, and he did Hex up PGG and does kill him instantly. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
here comes
fair.
Swindle. Vegas is man fighting on Vegas, or Vegas is man fighting on Swindle. King R getting caught out. Ancient Seal, Arcane Bolt, he's done. And they also are looking for Vegas. Look how far away in the trees he is. He TP's away. Z-Freak
Yeah,
points
they almost
forward,
get him,
and, or TP's forward.
They're going to
rather.
realize now he's out of here. Good play there by Vigos, and just barely makes it out. But now they're going to have to face down the Menace in the bottom lane. And does not look like Earthshaker has buyback, and neither does the Vengeful Spirit. So this is going to be a 3v5 fight, or at least a little bit. It looks like PGG will be up in a
2v5?
couple seconds here.
1v5. Not even that. They're wrapping on Vegas.
Oh
They have
boy,
Hex,
Vigos.
maybe? Hex hookshot doesn't come in from Limp. Limp does actually miss the hookshot. Meanwhile, Blow Your Brain is hexed up now. Lucid Beam, this could be huge. Mystic Flare, Ancient Seal, and the Melt Strike
God.
obliterates him. Buyback status, not there for 200 gold. Blow Your Brain gets caught out in the pivotal moment, and Complexity goes straight to the high ground right afterward.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And, you know, I think that will about... I think
Hook
honestly...
shot,
Oh!
Limp goes in, shoots the J again. Echo comes in, but Swindle doesn't care. The BKB pause. This game is going to be called in just a second. GG is done. Complexity take the series 2-0. M5 go down to 0-6. Complexity move up to 3-1.
Great play by Complexity in both games. Very, very different
Dire's
strategies.
back. Radiant victory.
Limp is godlike to end it out, and that's a nice way to clean it out.
Well, what a great series coming out from both squads. Complexity Gaming. They play a really great first game with a really just a standard goal set in mind. They execute fairly
I mean, their
efficiently.
first draft was a little unusual, though. I mean, it's just a push lineup, but Leshrac is something that a lot of teams maybe aren't used to dealing with. But, you know, honestly, what I think it comes down to is the fact that it looks like M5 were just not even close to as organized. They weren't taking objectives on the map nearly as well. They weren't accomplishing as much with their ganks, and as a result, Complexity honestly rolls over them pretty easily.
Yep, so Complexity take the victory. And guys, we're not even done yet. Our day of Dota is yet to end. We have EG versus Fnatic coming up shortly. Greg will be leaving us. Dakota Kyle Guy will be jumping in. Greg, any final thoughts before we head out of here with you?
Well, thank you guys for watching, and thanks to our sponsors, Sennheiser, Tesoro, Sapphire, Twitch, and AMD.
All right. So that's Greg for you. What a sip. Again, thanks for joining me. Guys, we will take a quick break. Make sure you check out our Twitters. Twitter.com/MontDota for myself. Twitter.com/WhatASipTV for Greg. Twitter.com/DotaPit for DotaPit. And all the information should be there as far as the drafts and when the games are scheduled and such and so on and so forth. So we'll take a break. And stick around, everybody. We'll be back in just a minute. Bye, guys.
User disconnected from your channel. Disconnected.